Well, on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it with Carson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brady now to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. Now Wilson. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw again is Wilson. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. pistol. It's Fournette. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake. Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Here's a diving catch right side. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Eskridge here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drop? Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
They're not even trying to do it.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 35-yard line.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brady now on first down. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down. Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They go back to the ground with Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, it's Brady. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Second and goal from the 1. They'll give Fournette another crack. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Wilson to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 33 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the